Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Ajnanathmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances to all the devotees who assembled for this third session on the Gajendra Moksha series. In the last few days, we have been discussing several prayers of Gajendra. When Gajendra found that his own strength could not help him in his predicament, when Gajendra understood that no one else is there to protect him, help him, he thought there must be somebody who has the power and intention to save me, to protect me from this danger. Then immediately Gajendra offered his prayers of surrender. Even that inspiration to offer prayer to the Lord came from the Lord. If you remember the episode of Dhruva Maharaj wanted to offer prayers. As soon as he saw Lord Vishnu, after his 6 months of tapasya, he wanted to offer his heartfelt prayers. His heart is longing for it, but he doesn't have sufficient words. Have you ever become speechless? Lot of emotions in the heart, but they are not coming out in the form of expressions or words. It happens many times. That's why don't underestimate or misunderstand a devotee who may not be very expressive. They may not speak much. That doesn't mean their heart is empty. They have a lot of emotions, but somehow they are unable to express for whatever reason. But Lord Vishnu wanted to enable Dhruva to express his feelings. You don't just feel them, You don't just feel your emotions, you start expressing them also. You don't have the ability, you don't have the vocabulary, you don't have poetic expertise to compose prayers, no problem, no problem, I will give you. The Lord took his conch shell and touched the conch shell to Dhruva Maharaj's forehead, and Dhruva Maharaj was empowered and equipped with the ability to offer such heartfelt, eloquent prayers that we are studying today also. When did he offer? In the first Manvantara, in the beginning of the first Manvantara. We are in the seventh Manvantara, middle. Although almost 6.5 Manvantaras passed, we are still repeating what Dhruva Maharaj said at that time. See the relevance of this prayer. If some news article is published today, in 4 days or 5 days or 10 days, that news is forgotten. That news doesn't trend anymore. If a movie is launched today, it may be forgotten after a couple of years. Although the most well-read newspaper article or magazine article may be read by people, or people may find it relevant only for a few years probably. That's also very rare. But Dhruva Maharaj offered prayer in the first Manvantara. We are repeating the prayer in the seventh Manvantara. Gajendra offered his prayers in the fourth Manvantara. We are repeating in the seventh Manvantara. So, heartfelt expressions of devotion towards the Lord are eternally relevant. They are never irrelevant. They continue to inspire people for all time to come, for the rest of eternity. Now, who gave that ability to Dhruva to offer that prayer? Lord Vishnu. The intention to offer prayer belongs to us. The intention and the willingness to render service to Lord Jagannath Ji is our part. But the ability and the resources to actually render that service comes from the Lord. We don't have it. So this is the mercy of the Lord. He enables us to even offer prayers. He reminds us. He gives us the words to express our feelings. So we can't take credit for anything. So Gajendra remembered a prayer that he has learnt in the past life. Now he is offering that prayer. Then the Lord will come soon. But we discussed some prayers, but we'll continue. We stopped at this prayer. Namo namaste khila karanaya.
Namo namaste khila karanaya.
Nishkaranaya adbhuta karanaya.
Nishkaranaya adbhuta karanaya.
Sarvagavamnaya maharnavaya.
Sarvagavamnaya maharnavaya.
Namo pavargaya parayanaya.
Namo pavargaya parayanaya.
We discussed it yesterday. Namo namaste akhila karanaya. You are the cause of all causes. Nishkaranaya. You yourself don't have a cause. Adbhuta karanaya. Therefore you are the most wonderful cause. Sarva agama amnaya. Means you are the great ocean, which is the destination of so many rivers of spiritual paths. All the scriptural paths or spiritual paths are like rivers reaching the ocean, and that ocean is Krishna. Then, Namo apavargaya parayanaya. The Lord is the shelter of those people who seek liberation. Okay. Next prayer, 16th prayer. Gunaranichhanna chidusmapaya. Tatkshobavispurjitamanasaya. Naishkarmya bhavena vivarjitagama. Swayam prakashaya namaskaromi. Gunaranichhanna chidusmapaya. You take wood. There is fire element in the wood. But to invoke that fire element, to kindle that fire, you have to have a matchstick. Some fuel has to be supplied. or some fire has to be supplied. Then the fire is invoked and the entire wooden log burns, producing so much of heat and light. Right? Similarly, the Lord is present in every element, in every heart. But many people have forgotten. Hidden. That's hidden. To invoke that presence of the Lord, or to invoke that devotion for the Lord, someone has to kindle that fire of bhakti. Someone has to give us some bhakti. Tatkshoabha vispurjita manasaya naishkarmya bhavena vivarjita gava. Naishkarmya bhavena means, yesterday we discussed karma and naishkarmya. Naishkarmya is nice karma because that karma doesn't result in any reaction. So naishkarmya bhavena means you perform your karma without expecting any result. Then you will not have any reaction to your karma. So ultimately, naishkarmya is not just detached work, it's a work performed with devotion. So when we perform work with devotion, that is called naishkarmya bhava, vivarjit agama, even if somebody rejects agamas, agama means scriptures. So because scripture speaks so many things, Vedas speak so many things, Purana speaks so many things, so many japa, vrata, homa, all kinds of things are prescribed there. Even if you ignore all those elaborate instructions, just have this naishkarmya bhava, just have this selfless spirit of serving Krishna, then Krishna is visible to us. Naishkarmya bhavena vivarjita gama swayam prakashaya namaskaromi. We are swayam prakashaya. Just because somebody studied scriptures so much, that does not mean Krishna is obliged to reveal his darshan to them. Don't think that your scriptural study will give you Krishna's darshan. It can, but it's not mandatory. We need to understand the essence of scriptures, put it into practice, and ultimately develop genuine love and devotion for Krishna. Then Krishna will reveal himself. He can't demand Krishna, come in front of me. What's your qualification? I did austerities for the last 10,000 years. Or I did so much of tapasya, I did so much vrata, I did so much of Vedic study, I taught so many scriptures. Therefore you have to present yourself. I deserve it. I deserve your darshan. Krishna says, I am not obliged to all this stuff. How much bhava you have, how much genuine devotion you have. Krishna doesn't see our performance, our productivity, our accomplishments, our achievements, our numbers, our figures. How much is the genuine emotion or feeling that we have for him and his devotees. Even if somebody may not follow all the scriptural rules and regulations, vivarjitagama, still, if there is naishkarmya bhava, selfless devotional feeling in the heart, Krishna will manifest. Because Krishna is swayam prakashaya. He is not like any other devatas. Other devatas, you perform some puja, you perform some yajna, you do some vrata, they are obliged to give you benedictions. Right? They are obliged to manifest, oh, so and so devotee has done so much of vrata. Hiranyakashipu did 100 years of tapasya. He was standing on his toes, putting his hands like this and looking upward like this. 100 years. Can you do like that for 10 minutes at least? Right? Standing on your toes, looking like this. For 100 celestials, he was doing that. So much of fire and smoke is coming from his body, and everybody is getting perturbed. And they went to Brahma, Brahma, please do something. Okay, I'll do, don't worry. Brahma came there. What do you want? Hiranyakashipu. And he asked his benedictions. Tathastu. Dena padta hai. He's obliged. Like, another demon, Vrakasar. He wanted some benediction. He is looking for a god. No love there, no affection there, no devotion there. I had this desire. Who can fulfill this desire? That's their sambandha. He is asking Narada Muni, can you please tell me the name of some god who can give me this boon? What is that boon? I will not tell you. I have some boon. Who is easily pleased? Tell me. Narada Muni said, go to Shiva. He is very easily pleased. Okay, fine. So he went. He sat in front of some fire like this. Right? Erect. And his worship is, he is cutting some flesh from his hand and offering in the sacrificial fire. Some more flesh offering here, something from leg, something from hand, he's offering in the fire. That's how daily offering some flesh from his own body into the sacrificial fire, he's worshipping Shiva for a long time. Shiva is not coming only. What kind of worship is this? What kind of yajna is this? One day he got so frustrated. Who? Prakasar. He wanted to cut his head and offer it to, he is about to cut his head and offer it in the sacrificial fire. Then Shiva thought, my God, he's committing suicide. So Shiva appeared from the fire and said, stop this nonsense, what do you want? If I put my hand on someone's head, he should die. This is the desire I have. This is your desire. For that you are worshipping me so much, hankering so much. Okay, I bestow this desire. Tathastu. It's not a heartfelt offering given by all these devatas, Brahma or Shiva. They're obliged because these people have done some austerity. They're obliged, obligation. And you know what happened later, I'll not elaborate on it. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is our genuine well-wisher, there is no obligation there. If a child goes to some shop and then pays whatever money and just give me some cigarette packet or give me something else, then because the payment is done, the shopkeeper is obliged to give that product. Even if they have some concerns. But if the child goes to father or mother and says, give me a cigarette, I'll give payment also. They'll give another payment. Right? Or they'll at least pull the ears, do something. Because they are well-wishers. Krishna is like that. Krishna is not like a shopkeeper. Krishna is like a parent. Krishna is our parent, not like a parent. He is parent. He is the real parent. Bhavaya nastvam bhava vishwa bhavana tvameva matha suhrupati pita tvam sadgururnaha paramam cha daivatam yasyanu krutino bhuvima. He is our mata, he is our pita, he is our bhrata, he is our paramam cha daivam. He is our guru, he is everything for us. Right? So he does whatever is good for us. He is not obliged to do anything. He is Swayam Prakashaya. If he likes to reveal himself, he will reveal himself. If he thinks that we deserve that revelation, he will reveal. Otherwise, you do austerity for 10,000 years, you will not get Krishna. Simple. You can impress all the devatas and other deities in this world with your accomplishments and money, wealth, austerities, beauty, eloquence. All these are impressive to common people and common authorities, whether devatas or common people in this world. But none of this can impress Krishna. None of our material attributes, Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shri, Dhana, Abhijana, Rupa, Tapa, Shruta, Oja, Teja, Prabhava, Bala, Purusha, Buddhi, none of these qualifications can impress us, impress Krishna. Only sincere devotion can impress Krishna. Bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayutha paya. Bhakti. What is bhakti? What is devotion? Gajayuthapaya. Prahlad Maharaj is saying that if the devotion is expressed even by a dull-headed elephant also, Krishna is impressed. But without devotion, even a great king also, if he offers so much of gold and this and that silver to the deities, Lord is not so impressed. I am not impressed with your offerings. I am impressed with your attitude. Magnitude of offerings is not impressing to Krishna as much as the attitude behind the offerings is. Attitude behind an offering is more important than the magnitude of offering. So let's focus on our attitude more than magnitude. And if you have attitude, the magnitude will automatically manifest also. You don't have to worry about it. You'll be able to do a lot when you have the right intention. Just like Prahlad could do it. So Swayam Prakasha is an important word here. The Lord reveals himself. He is not obliged to reveal himself to anyone just because you have done some vrata or japa or austerity. He reveals himself according to his will. Even if you offer a tulsi leaf or Ganga jal, also Krishna can be impressed. You don't need to put your head in sacrificial fire like Prakasar did. You don't need to stand like this like Hiranyakashipu did. Just offer tulsi leaf and little water. Say it. Tulasi dala matrena jalasya chulukenava vikrinite maha swamatmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsalaha. If you offer little tulsi leaf and some Ganga jal to Krishna, Krishna feels obligated with that. Oh, this devotee has offered me tulsi leaf and some Ganga jal out of obligation, because it is an offering done with love, right? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Because the offering is done with love, Krishna feels obliged. He feels that this devotee has purchased me by offering this tulsi. I have become his property now. I am under his control now. Bhakta paradhina. So Krishna is not obliged by any externals. Krishna is not impressed by our external qualifications. As we are spending more and more time in bhakti, quote unquote growing in bhakti, we need to recognize this. How much is my devotion to Krishna growing? Very important. Next. 17th shloka, one of the most important shlokas. Madrik prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya muktaya bhuri karunaya namolayaya swamshena sarvatanu brahmanasi pratita pratyagdrishe bhagavate brihate namaste. Madrik means people like me. Like me means like Gajendra. Prapanna means surrendered souls. Pashu, animals. Pasha vimokshanaya. If an animal like me surrenders to you, what will you do, Krishna? Pasha vimokshanaya. You will relieve that animal from pasha, means bondage. Pasha means bondage. Pasha means, literally it is rope. If somebody is tied with a rope, then who can release him? One who is not tied with a rope only can release him. So Krishna will release only if the person surrenders. Prabhupada says very beautifully, Pashupasha. Don't think that this prayer is only for Pashus. Oh, animals should pray like this. Not human beings, all of us human beings right here. So we don't have to pray like this. It's not our prayer. Up to 16th we can pray. 17th is not our prayer. I would say 17th is primarily our prayer. It's one of the most important prayers of Gajendra. My favorite prayer also. Favorite of many people, many devotees. Prabhupada says, Pashu, who is a Pashu? Anyone who is under Pasha is a Pashu. A Pashu may be bound by a rope, but a conditioned soul, even in human body, is bound by 3 ropes. You know what are the 3 ropes? Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Have you seen that picture in Bhagavad Gita? 3 ladies are there, Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun. They are pulling wires like this. And here is conditioned soul dancing. According to the movement of the ropes of Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun. We are all bound by ropes. Therefore we are Pashus. So knowing that we are bound by the ropes of material modes, we need to do what? Surrender. Prapanna means surrender. We need to surrender to Krishna. This is a prayer of Sharanagati. Take shelter of Krishna. Then what will Krishna do? Pasha vimokshanaya. So he will see these ropes. Oh, he'll cut the ropes. All the ropes are cut. Then Pasha is gone. He is free. Freed from modes. For that we need to surrender to Krishna. Take shelter of Krishna. But how did Krishna get that ability to cut the ropes like this? Because he is not bound. If I am bound in some way, can I release someone from bondage? I can't. But only that person who is never bound can release others from bondage. Krishna is Muktaya. First word. Just remember these 3 words. The second line is very important here. What is the first word? Muktaya. Muktaya means the Lord is ever liberated. He is never bound. Because nothing in the entire existence can bind Krishna except the rope of Mother Yashoda. That is an exception. Only when we have devotion we can bind Krishna. Otherwise, he is not bound by any material conditions. Because he is never bound by material conditions, he can release all of us who are bound by material conditions. That's the first quality of Krishna. Muktaya. He is ever liberated. Means he has the capacity to release us from bondage. Just because I have the capacity to release someone from bondage, I may not release. Say I have $10,000 in my pocket. I don't have anything, but assume that I have 10,000. And you need 1,000. I have the capacity to offer. Okay, take this 1,000. But I will not offer it if I don't have the second quality. What is the second quality? Bhuri karunaya. Karuna means compassion. Bhuri karuna means extreme degree of compassion. Although a person has the capacity to help someone, if the person does not have the compassion on the suffering soul, he will not help. So capacity is not sufficient. Compassion is also required. Ability is not sufficient. Intention is also needed. As I said yesterday or day before yesterday, some people have the ability to help us, but they don't have the intention to help us. And some people have the intention to help us, they don't have the ability. But Krishna has both. He has intention and ability. He has compassion and he also has capacity to protect us. No, just compassion and capacity are sufficient. Say you have $10,000, somebody needs 1,000, you have the capacity and you have the kindness also, you have compassion also, you want to offer. But for that you need to know, right, he needs it. There should be awareness also. Without awareness, we cannot help anyone. We should be aware that other person is in need. You never told me that you need 1,000. I had 10,000. I would have helped you. But I never knew. Oh, we were not reachable. You are somewhere else. I could not reach you on phone. My phone battery is over. Or signal is not coming. So we may have 100 reasons. We may not be able to communicate to a person who may have the capacity and compassion to protect us or help us. And they are not Paramatma to be aware. But Krishna has that ability also, that awareness also. Last word, alayaya. Alayaya means one who has complete cognizance or awareness of our conditions. So Krishna has the intention, ability and awareness. All three Krishna has. Krishna has capacity, compassion and cognizance. Three, like two sets of words I spoke, but both mean the same. One is Muktaya. He has the capacity to protect us because he is ever liberated, never bound. Second is Bhuri Karunaya. He is very compassionate, very, very compassionate. Alayaya. He is aware of our situation. How is he aware? He is there in Goloka. Goloka yeva nivasatya khilatma bhuto govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. When he is sitting in Goloka, how can he understand something about someone in Bhuloka? From Goloka to Bhuloka. What's the connection? Satellite connection? No, although Krishna is there in Goloka, Goloka eva nivasati akhilatma bhuto. He stays as Paramatma in the hearts of all living entities. That's what Gajendra clarifies later. Swamshena sarvatan bhrinmanasi pratita pratyagdrishe bhagavate brihate namaste. Swamshena, by his own amsha. Sarvatan bhrin means in the hearts of all living beings. Tanu means body. Tanubhran means one who has the body, embodied beings. Manasi pratita, manasa refers to heart here. Pratita means Lord is manifest in the hearts of all embodied beings. Right? He's there here. I have this speaker, what is it called? Mic? I have this mic here. So like that Paramatma is there inside. He's not visible. Only speaker is visible to you. There's a lot of contrast. But Paramatma is there inside. He's not visible to everyone. He is not visible to someone who is carrying him in the heart also. To know the presence of the Lord's heart, we need devotion. Otherwise, we cannot detect him there. We cannot perceive him there. Swamshena sarvatanubhrinmanasi pratita pratyagdrishe. Pratyagdrishe means he is seeing everything that we are doing. Bhagavate brahate namaste. Madhvacharya and many other acharyas say that this Bhagavate is Krishna only. Why? Next to Bhagavate word there is Brahate. Brihad Bhagavan. Not normal Bhagavan. Indra is also Bhagavan. Nardamuni is also Bhagavan. Brahma is Bhagavan. Chandra is Bhagavan. Yamaraj is Bhagavan. There are so many Bhagavans. Bhaga means opulence. Bhagavan means one who possesses some opulence or power. But amongst all Bhagavans, the best Bhagavan, the possessor of all opulences in full, is Krishna. Therefore, he is Brihad Bhagavan, normal Bhagavan, not normal Bhagavan. Bhagavate Brahate Namaste. I offer obeisances to that Brihad Bhagavan, the supreme of all Bhagavans, that is Krishna. Because he stays in my heart as super soul. Swamshena. Swamsha means his own expansion as Paramatma. Is it clear? Clear? Tell me, what did you understand? Katyayani. Huh? Tell me the three words. What are the three qualifications of Krishna that make him our supreme protector, supreme savior? If you can't say, there are other devotees already. Muktaya. Oh, very good. Excellent. Mukta is one qualification. Correct. Second? We went to last time. Bhuri Karunaya. Right next to that word. Bhuri Karunaya. Muktaya means Krishna is ever liberated. He has the capacity to protect us. Clear? Bhuri Karunaya means he is very compassionate. Therefore, he will save us. Third, Alayaya means he knows what's happening with us. He knows our needs, that we are in some difficulty. Therefore, he protects us. He knows our needs and moods and deeds. Therefore, he protects us. Capacity, compassion, cognizance, or intention, ability, and awareness. These are required for someone who is a real protector. So let's recite this prayer once again. Madrik prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya.
Madrik prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya.
Muktaya bhuri karunaya namolayaya.
Muktaya bhuri karunaya namolayaya.
Swamshena sarvatanubhrin manasi pratita.
Swamshena sarvatanubhrin manasi pratita.
Pratyagdrishe bhagavate brihate namaste.
Pratyagdrishe bhagavate brihate namaste.
Next, 18th shloka. आत्मात्मजाप्तगृहवित्तजनेषु सक्तैर् दुष्प्रापणाय गुणसङ्गविवर्जिताय मुक्तात्मभिस्वहृदये परिभाविताय ज्ञानात्मने भगवते नम ईश्वराय आत्मात्मजाप्तगृहवित्तजनेषु सक्तैर् दुष्प्रापणाय गुणसङ्गविवर्जिताय मुक्तात्मभिस्वहृदये परिभाविताय ज्ञानात्मने भगवते नम ईश्वराय. Atma means soul, but in some context Atma can also mean Paramatma. In some contexts Atma can also mean body. Here it is body. Atma is body. Atmaja. See, after Atma there is another Atma, right? Two Atmas are there. First Atma is body. Next is Atmaja. Atmaja means that which is born out of this body. Who are they? Kids, children, right? People who are attached to their bodies and the bodily products in the form of kids, and not just that, more. Apta means relatives, Griha means home, Vitta, money, Lakshmi, money. Janeshu, followers, Saktair means attached to. Those are completely attached to one's body and children and relatives and home and money and followers. They cannot attain Krishna. Having all these things is not wrong. Having a body, is it wrong? No. Having children, is it wrong? Nothing wrong. Having followers and money, etc., home, that's not wrong. But undue attachment to those things is what is wrong. That makes us disqualified. We may have education, qualification, followers, name, fame, prestige, big home, etc., but we should not be attached to any of them. We can maintain them, we can live in them, we can use them, facilities, but no attachment, because one day we have to leave them, isn't it? Atmatma japta grahavitta janeshu saktair dushprapanaya gunasanga vivarjitaya. Dushprapanaya means very, very difficult to attain. The Lord is very difficult to attain for those people who are unduly attached, overly attached to their bodies or bodily relations or home or property, wealth, followers, etc. We should not be attached to followers. We should follow Krishna. And we should inspire our followers to follow Krishna. When you are offering a fragrant flower garland to the Lord, some fragrance may touch your hands also. Hand also becomes fragrant, isn't it? Similarly, when you are glorifying Krishna, trying to increase his fame, of course his fame no one can increase, but still, you are trying to describe his glories and his fame and his reputation in front of those people who are not aware of it in this world. Sometimes you may also get some glory. You may also get some fame. Because you are describing the glories of the all-famous person, you may also get some fame. But we should not be attached to that fame. We should offer all that fame to Krishna. When you are doing Abhishek, have you done Abhishek? Anytime? Abhishek or daily Shodashabsar Puja, you take fragrant oil and apply to the body of the Lord, right? Your hand also is affected by that fragrant oil, right? That fragrance comes from your hand also. Because you are offering that service to the Lord, that service will make you also famous, make you also fragrant, make you also qualified. Like somebody is offering Abhishek to the deities, next to the deity, the devotee is sitting. Somebody is clicking a photo of the deity. And behind the deity, the devotee is also seen, or next to the deity, devotee also seen. Somebody is offering arti, and somebody clicks a photo. Along with the Lord, the devotee is also seen. But the focus should be on the Lord. So whenever we offer some service to the Lord, we may also get some fame or recognition, but we should not be attached to that recognition. We need to focus on the service. Our focus should be in the participation in service than recognition for that service. But a conditioned soul or a struggling sadhaka, he focuses more on the recognition that one gets than the participation in the service. Just remember these two words: recognition or participation. Recognition or participation. Recognition or participation. Just evaluate yourself. How many times am I choosing this recognition, and how many times am I seeking participation? If I don't get recognition, my enthu for participation goes down. Nobody is recognizing me. Why should I unnecessarily do this? That becomes the mentality of a struggling sadhaka. But our focus should be on participation in Krishna's service more than recognition we get for it. So, when we are attached to followers or fame or name or home or body or anything in this world, of this world. Tushprapanaya, we cannot get Krishna. We need to fill our ears with this word. Dushprapanaya, it's very, very difficult to get Krishna. We cannot attain Krishna when we are attached to anything in this world. Somehow or the other, in this material world, even while practicing sadhana bhakti, we may get attached to some recognition, some name, some fame, some wealth, some followers. Very unfortunate. Of course, that does not mean we fast from all these things. Nothing wrong in maintaining all this. You can have followers, no problem. But let the followers follow Krishna, not you. When they come to you, direct them towards Krishna. When they praise you, offer that praise, transfer that credit and appreciation to Krishna. That honesty we should have. If a crow takes some peacock feathers and puts in the tail and says, "I'm looking so beautiful," and starts dancing, then crow will make fun of itself. Let's not be like that foolish crow who boasts about its own beauty by tucking some peacock feathers in its tail. Similarly, we borrow all powers and talents and opportunities from the Lord, and we become proud. Yes, I have done this. What you have done this? Your posture is not like this. Your posture is like this. See, Mahaprabhu is teaching us. See there, Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, they're there, right? Their posture is like this. They're not like this, right? This is different. Pride, accomplishment. I am great, right? We should not be in this posture. Krishna, Anyatha sharanam nasti tvameva sharanam mama. You are my only shelter. With hands raised like Draupadi, or with trunk raised like Gajendra, I am offering this prayer. Please come and protect me. Let's not be in this posture. Let's be in this posture. Right? Dushprapanaya. But the Lord is accessible to people who are Guna Sangha Vivarjitaya. Guna means material modes. Sangha means attachment to material modes. Whatever you see in the first line, they are all manifestations of material modes. But what we are supposed to do is be detached from all these manifestations of material modes. Guna Sangha Vivarjitaya. Give up this Guna Sangha. Give up this attachment to anything that is manifested by the three material modes, Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Whether it is happiness and knowledge of Sattvagun, or ambitions of Rajogun, or violence and hatred of Tamogun, be detached from all this. Dushprapanaya gunasanga vivarjitaya. And who else can attain the Lord? Muktatmabhisva hridaye paribhavitaya. Muktatmabhi means liberated souls. The liberation is liberation from attachments, liberation from false ego, liberation from ignorance. One who is actually liberated like that, for such a person, the Lord is accessible. See this? Muktatma bhisva hridaye paribhavitaya swahridaye. In the hearts of all liberated souls, the Lord shines. The Lord is there in everybody's heart, but hardly anyone recognizes it. Because they are seeking recognition elsewhere. Lord recognized you. First you recognize the Lord. But you are running behind recognition by common people in this world. Even if the whole world ignores us, Krishna never ignores us. But we are ignoring Krishna, and in ignorance, we are running behind people's recognition. Detachment is a very, very, very rare quality to attain, even for those who are practicing bhakti. Detachment. Detachment from name, fame, prestige, facilities, followers, position, power, influence, authority. Very rare. But the Lord is accessible to such people only. Muktatma bhisva hridaye paribhavitaya. Jnanatmane bhagavate nama ishvaraya. Jnanatmane, O Lord, you are the personification of real jnana. Means real absolute spiritual knowledge. Nama ishvaraya, let me offer obeisances to you. Next shloka. We are in 18 only. I don't think we'll be able to complete today. I'm going too slow. That's all right. We are not here to complete syllabus. We are here to get some inspiration from at least some prayers. Yam dharma kamartha vimukti kama bhajanta ishtam gatimapnuvanti kincha shishoratyapi dehavyayam karotu meda bhradayo vimokshanam. Yam dharma kama artha vimukti kama. Some people, they aspire for dharma, artha, kama, vimukti. You know this, right? Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. There are 4 purusharthas. What are the 4 purusharthas? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Same thing is mentioned there. Dharma, artha, kama. Instead of moksha, they say vimukti, which is moksha. Yam dharma kamartha vimukti kama means there are people who aspire for the 4 purusharthas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And they approach the Lord for that. Bhajanti ishtam. They do bhajan of the Lord. They are aspiring for these 4 things. And what will the Lord do? Gatima purvanti. Okay, take it. Le lo. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha chahiye? Take it. So the Lord doesn't disappoint anyone who approaches Him even for a meager thing. Gajendra is approaching the Lord for release from this crocodile. Oh, really? Take it. Sudarshan Chakra, released. Crocodile's head is cut. Gajendra is released. That's what you want. You wanted relief from your difficulty. I give you relief also. Dhruva wanted wealth, position, superior to Brahma. The Lord said, oh, you want position? Take it. Tathastu. The Lord doesn't disappoint anyone, even if they have some material desires. But earlier we said, He is not like a shopkeeper, He is like a parent, this and that. Correct? He does that also. But still, if you are insisting on that material product, Lord has to take a lelo. Forget material blessing. Even if somebody wants some sinful sense gratification also, unless Paramatma sanctions it, one cannot even get that sense gratification also. It's not that Lord is giving that sanction in a heartfelt way. He is obliged to do it. He is not obligated to do anything, but still He respects the independence, minute independence of the conditioned soul. He is not obliged to reveal Himself to a challenging atheist, but He chooses to fulfill the independent desires of a conditioned soul who thinks himself independent. He facilitates those material desires. Okay, fine, you want this? Do it. Paramatma. Mattaha smritir jnanam apohanam, I will give you. So, but the Lord is not happy doing it, but He will do it. Because if it takes away our independence, if it takes away our little swechha or swatantrata or free will, then we are just machines, robots. We are not human beings, or we are not living beings. Living being means there should be some swechha. If the Lord takes that away, then we are machines, right? The Lord keeps our consciousness, keeps our ability to desire, keeps our independence. And with that independence, we need to make a choice to serve Him, to connect with Him. But if you make a choice to be disconnected from Him and have all kinds of desires, the Lord will fulfill that also. Okay, you want this desire? You want me to fulfill this material desire? I am sanctioning. At your own risk, you accept it. And once you accept it, your line will be towards hell, or towards lower species, towards this suffering, etc., etc. We make that choice. We take that responsibility. We need to take. So, bhajanta ishtam gatimapnuvanti. The Lord fulfills the desires of people who want these 4 purusharthas also, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. But there are some rare souls, they wanted the 5th purushartha. What is the 5th purushartha, by the way? Krishna prema. Panchama purushartha is Krishna prema. If you want the 5th one, Krishna will give that. If you want any of the 4, Krishna will give this also. Right? Say this. Kimcha shishoratyapi deham avyayam karotu meda bhradayo vimokshanam. There are some people who aspire for some material body, spiritual body. Some aspire for dharma, artha, kama, moksha, the Lord will give them that. Some people aspire for deham avyayam. Deha means body. Avyaya means Inexhaustible means spiritual body. Some people aspire for spiritual bodies. Lord mercifully gives them spiritual bodies also. Right? He mercifully bestows spiritual body upon them. Note this line, 19th line. In the next chapter, 19th shloka, 3rd line. Deham avyayam kimcha asisho rati api deham avyayam. He says that, oh Lord, some people desire spiritual bodies and you give them spiritual bodies also. Gajendra desired a spiritual body now because he is struggling with this material body for 1000 years. He wanted a spiritual body. The Lord actually will give Gajendra a spiritual body very soon. After manifesting in front of Gajendra, he pulls Gajendra from the water, and by his touch, Gajendra gets Sarupya Mukti. He gets a spiritual body. He gives that. He says, Karotu me adabhradayo vimokshanam. Karotu me. Means it's a personal prayer. Oh Lord, give me spiritual body. You have adabhradaya. You have causeless mercy. Vimokshanam. You release me from this crocodile and give me a spiritual body. That's what Gajendra is asking at this moment. Now Gajendra realized, I am requesting the Lord to release me from this crocodile. I am also asking him for a spiritual body. But is that the real desire I need to pray for? No. Actually, those are completely selfless. They don't pray for anything material amongst the 4 Purusharthas. They don't pray for a spiritual body also. They pray for one thing. You know what is that? We discussed it on the very first day. What is the ultimate prayer of all pure devotees after seeing the Lord? Tell me, if you remember. Very good. Association of devotees and hearing Krishna Katha in that association. That's what Gajendra comes to now. Till now he was praying for vimokshanam, for release from this crocodile. But from now there is a transition in his prayer. Let's see the next prayer. Ekantino yasya na kanchanartham. Vanchanti ye vai bhagavat prapanna. Atyadbhutam tacharitam sumangalam. Gayanta ananda samudra magna. Some Sakama Bhaktas are those who want something from the Lord, those who approach the Lord with some expectations, will pray for spiritual body, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, vimoksha, all this. He described all that stuff before. But now he is speaking about Nishkama Bhaktas, unalloyed devotees, selfless devotees. What do they aspire for? Let's see. What are the qualities of selfless devotees and what do they aspire for? First, Ekantino yasya na kanchanartham. Ekantina means those are one-pointed devotees. Those are completely fixed up and rooted in their devotion. They are like Ananyaschinta yanto mam ye janah paryupasate. They are Ananya Bhaktas. Their devotees are completely devoid of any material desires. They are called Ekantina Bhaktas. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Only me, no one else and nothing else. That is called Ekantina Bhakta. What do? Yasya na kanchanartham vanchanti. They don't desire for anything material. So first quality of Ekantina devotees is no material desires. Clear? I'll ask again. There is a quiz at the end. So first is no material desire. Na kanchanartham vanchanti. Second quality of Ekantina devotees is Bhagavat prapannaha. They are completely surrendered to Bhagavan. In the 17th shloka also, Gajendra uses this word prapanna. Madrik prapanna pashupasa vimokshanaya. But that prapanna, that surrender is for vimokshana. But this surrender is different. Prapanna means selfless surrender. Surrender without any expectation. Surrender without any expectation of moksha also. Vanchanti evai bhagavat prapannaha. They are completely surrendered to Bhagavan, like sarva dharman partyajya mamekam sharanam praja. Second quality, completely surrendered. First quality, no material desires. Second, full surrender. Then, third quality is atyadbhutam tacharitam sumangalam gayanta ananda samudra magna. Gayanta means they sing. They loudly sing with so much of devotion. What do they sing? Ati adbhutam tat charitam. Tat charita means Krishna's topics. Tat Krishna. Charita means his character, his qualities, his activities, his pastimes. Tat charitam. Which is ati adbhutam, extremely wonderful. Adbhuta is wonderful. Ati adbhutam means extremely wonderful. They sing the extremely wonderful qualities and activities of the Lord. And not just they're wonderful, sumangalam, they create the greatest auspiciousness. Atyadbhutam tacharitam sumangalam gayanta ananda samudra magna. They sing the most wonderful glories of the Lord, which create the greatest auspiciousness. And by doing so, Ananda Samudra Magnaha, they immerse themselves in an ocean of Ananda. Ananda is bliss, happiness. Samudra is ocean. Magna means immersion. They immerse themselves in the ocean of bliss, which comes by glorifying Krishna's most auspicious and most wonderful activities and pastimes. Clear? This is the common aspiration of everyone. You know that sloka from Damodarashtakam? Iti driksvalilabhir. Please recite. Iti driksvalilabhir ananda.
Sadosham nimarjantam makhyapayantam Kariye shikaveshu vatkajikartam Puna prematastam shratavriti vande
Iti driksvalilabhir ananda kunde svaghosham nimajjantam. Krishna is immersing all his devotees in Ananda Kunda. This is Ananda Samudra, that is Ananda Kunda. Samudra is an ocean of Ananda, Kunda is a pond of Ananda. But Ananda is everywhere. Ananda Samudra Magnaha Nimajjantam Ananda Kundi. What are saying? So these are the qualities of devotees. Basically, the most essential aspect of bhakti is to glorify Krishna, to relish Krishna's glories. Whatever we do in our entire path of bhakti, we should ultimately come to the stage of relishing Krishna's glories. That makes us remember Krishna constantly. Yadanudhyasina yukta karma granthi nibandhanam Chindanti kovidastasya kona kuryat katharatim yadanudhyasina yukta. Just by remembering Krishna, what happens? Chindanti kovidastasya karma granthi nibandhanam. Our karma granthi, the tight knot of karma is destroyed, is cut by remembering Krishna. But how to remember Krishna? By hearing about Krishna. Just hear Harikatha, repeatedly hear Harikatha. Immerse yourself in Krishna Katha discussions. That's the purpose of spiritual life. That's the ultimate aspiration of so many pure devotees. That's what Gajendra is seeing now, coming to the greatest realization. Then Gajendra continues. Tamaksharam brahma param paresham.
Amaksharam brahma param paresham
Avyaktamadhyatmika yoga gamyam. Atindriyam sukshmamivati duram. Anantamadhyam paripurnamide. Tamaksharam. O Lord, you are inexhaustible. Brahmaparam, you are the supreme Brahman. Paresham, you are the supreme controller. Avyaktam, you are not manifest so easily. Adhyatmika yoga gamyam. He is the gamyam, he is the destination, he is the goal of Adhyatmika yoga, spiritual paths. So, avyaktam Adhyatmika yoga gamyam. Next, atindriyam sukshmamivati duram. Atindriyam means he is beyond the reach of your senses. Because he is sukshmam, very subtle. He is very gigantic also, he is very subtle also. Although he is there right within your hearts, you cannot even access him, you cannot even recognize him, you cannot even see him. You may think he is my close friend, she is my close friend, but the closest friend of all of us is Krishna. Suhridam Sarva Bhutana. He is there in the hearts of all living entities. Atindriyam sukshmamivati duram. Although he is very close to us, atiduram, extremely far. Like on the other side of the planet or beyond this planet. Atiduram, very, very far, very, very far. When there is no bhakti. But when there is bhakti, he is very near to us. Anantamadhyam paripurnamide. Oh Ananta. Ananta means unlimited. Adi. Adi means origin of everything. Paripurnam, complete. You are complete in all respects. I offer my respects to you. I worship you. Tamaksharam brahma param paresham. Avyaktamadhyatmika yoga gamyam. Atindriyam sukshmamivati duram. Anantamadhyam paripurnamide. After this prayer, Gajendra goes to a different turn. In the rest of the few prayers, Gajendra says, "O Lord, I have been praying to you so that you can release me from this crocodile's jaws. But even if you release me from this crocodile's jaws, I am not inclined to stay in this animal body, ignorant body anymore. Now I am not praying to you to release me from this difficulty. I am praying to you to release me from this ignorance, from this ego, from this material identity. I have been identifying myself with this body, and I have been struggling to protect this body for 1,000 years. And I became so proud of this body before that. And I have been praying to protect this body till now. But now I realize that I am not this body. Whatever happens to this body, let it happen. But please release me from this ignorance. Release me from this bodily identification." That should be our prayer. When a calamity comes, we should not question the Lord, "Why this calamity?" When a calamity comes, we should not even pray to the Lord, "Oh Lord, please relieve me from this calamity." Circumstantially, a devotee may pray. We should not judge them. Circumstantially, we may also pray. That's not the main point here. Main point is there is a prayer which is beyond that circumstantial prayer for protection also. When we pray to the Lord for some relief from misery, but the main prayer there is not release from this misery only. The main prayer is, "Oh Lord, cure this sickness so that I can serve you." When we are praying for others also, "Oh Lord, if you so desire, please relieve this devotee from this distress so that he can continue his sadhana bhakti." Thus, actual prayer is engagement in sadhana bhakti, engagement in pure devotional service, not relief from a difficulty. A devotee, when he prays to the Lord to release oneself or release others from difficulty, they are not like Artha Bhaktas. Artha Bhaktas are relief seekers. They come to the temple, they pray to the Lord only for relief. Mandir gaye to shanti milta hai. Mandir jata hu. So that's the motive behind their visiting a temple or breaking a coconut in front of the deity. But pure devotees don't pray like that. Even when we pray for others also, we are praying so that let me continue my bhakti. This sickness is not allowing me to chant. Krishna cure this sickness so that I can chant better. So that I can serve better. That's the ultimate prayer. But Krishna, if you want me to experience this sickness, I am ready. You want me to leave this body? Absolutely no problem. Take this body away. I am not attached to this body. I am attached to serving you. Wherever you are, let me serve you. You know the story? Let me tell you one story. Anantacharya. Anantacharya is a disciple of Ramanujacharya. This Anantacharya was given the service of growing nice flowers for Balaji. So he went up Tirumala hill and eventually he grew a big garden. Now also there is garden, Anantacharya garden. And in that garden he was growing so many flowers, and one day he was doing some gardening work. Then suddenly a snake bit him, but he is continuing his service. Then some of his disciples saw and said, oh my dear Guru, our Guru Maharaj, please take some medicine. Snake bit you. Poison may spread in your body. But Anantacharya is not willing to take medicine at all. Don't interrupt my service. Go away. And all these disciples became so worried and they went to the deity of Balaji and prayed, oh Balaji, please do something about this Guru. He is not taking medicine only. Then Lord Balaji called Anantacharya and said, Ananta, take medicine. Why? Because a snake bit you, poison is there in your body now. You need to take an antidote. Then Anantacharya said, my dear Lord, which poison are you talking about? The poison of the snake or the poison of anarthas in my heart? There is so much of poison of anarthas like envy, pride, greed, lust in my heart. If the snake's poison is not as powerful as the poison of my anarthas, I will not die. If the snake's poison is more powerful than the poison of my anarthas, then I will die and I will take bath in the Virajanadi and serve you in the spiritual world. But if my poison of my anarthas is more powerful than the poison of snake, then I will not die. I will take bath in Swami Pushkarani and come and serve you in the form of this deity. Whether I am in this material world or in the spiritual world. My job profile is service only. I am not attached to this body. So let me go. And anyways, Balaji blessed him not to die. That blessing is an antidote. But see the attitude of a devotee. A devotee does not want to continue in this body, or he doesn't mind continuing in this body also. Focus is on seva. Wherever I am, I should be doing seva. We need to develop that mood. We need to pray for that mood. Oh Lord, give me that mood. Instead of praying for so many other things, we should pray, oh Lord, give me that mode of complete dependence on you, complete absorption in your service. Let me relish your katha. Let me relish your seva. Let me relish serving your Vaishnavas, your devotees. Let me relish their association. Let me discuss your glories in their association. That should be our motive. That should be our prayer. Circumstantially, we may pray for so many things. But all those prayers should be subordinate our ultimate prayer of continuous Krishna Smarana in Vaishnava Sangha, in Sadhu Sangha. Right? So Gajendra offered this prayer like this. Immediately Lord Vishnu came, descended on the back of Garuda. And many of these devatas, they thought that, oh, this Gajendra is offering a prayer but not taking a name. So this Gajendra described Lord Hari in his prayer. He did not describe us. In one of these later prayers, you will see that Gajendra says that, oh Lord, all the other minor gods are your expansions, are your servants. This Devatas heard. This Gajendra is offering prayer to Hari and calling us minor gods, smaller expansions. Means we cannot protect. We will not protect. And he offered prayer to Hari. Hari will not come so easily and the animal will die. Let's see. 1,000 years passed. How long he will survive, we will see. He is not even calling us. They felt little offended. And they thought that Lord Vishnu will not come to protect Gajendra and the animal will die. As soon as this thought crossed their mind, their eyes saw something wonderful. With great haste, with great eagerness and anxiousness, Lord Vishnu is descending on the back of Garuda. All the Devatas saw it. Bhakta paya bhujanga garudamani trailokya rakshavadi. So to protect all the devotees in all the three worlds, the Lord descends on the back of Garuda, and they saw Lord Vishnu descending on the back of Garuda, and they felt our calculation is wrong. We committed a great offense to the Lord. We thought that he will not come to protect his devotee, but he is coming. One of the greatest offenses that we can ever commit is to think that Lord will not protect his devotee. If we think Krishna doesn't protect us, Krishna doesn't have affection on us, Krishna ignores us, Krishna neglects us, that's the greatest offense. And on top of it, if we think that Krishna will not protect this devotee, Krishna will not protect that devotee. If you think like that, that's another offense. We should have complete faith that Krishna is our protector and Krishna also protects other devotees. Sometimes the false ego plays this very heinous role in our lives to make us think that this devotee next to me has so many anarthas, therefore he cannot be a recipient of Krishna's grace. We evaluate devotees like that, we label devotees like that, we judge devotees like that. That is Vaishnava aparadh and aparadh to Vishnu also. Vishnu aparadh and Vaishnava aparadh. If you think these devotees don't deserve the Lord's mercy, they are not qualified to receive. He isko Bhagwan Kripa dega hi nahi. Because he is such an offensive person. What did he do? He commented on me. He did Vaishnava aparadh. I am Vaishnava. he passed some comment, he said something or he did something which is displeasing to me. Therefore, I label him as Vaishnava aparadhi and Vishnu will not show mercy upon him. By doing so, we become Vishnu aparadhi and Vaishnava aparadhi both. Ajamil, he committed hundreds and thousands of sinful activities. But he said Narayana, that too indirectly, to call his son. Immediately Narayana came there. If Vishnu doesn't discriminate, if Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayana is willing to show mercy even upon a sinful person like Ajamil, of course, we should not say Ajamil is a sinful person. Ajamil committed some sins, but is completely purified by indirect chanting of Narayana. So, if Lord Vishnu is willing to show some mercy on Ajamil also, what to speak of some devotee, fellow devotee who may have some shortcomings from our perspective? We should not label other devotees. Whatever the devotees are able to do, Krishna is happy in accepting it. But we have our calculations. If a devotee is like this only, he is a devotee. Otherwise, he is not a devotee. Devotee should be doing this only. We have our own calculations, our own perspectives, our own thoughts, our own expectations, which may not match with Krishna's expectations. And that's what makes our bhakti complicated. Otherwise, bhakti is a very simple path. But it is not easy because of our complicated mentalities. Bhakti is very simple. What are we supposed to do in bhakti? Sravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. Hear Krishna Katha nicely, hear Bhagavatam nicely. Relish all these beautiful shlokas. Relish their meanings. Relish the emotions of Gajendra. Relish the perspectives given by the Acharyas, Prabhupada's purports. Relish the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Even if we struggle to chant, even if we are struggling to focus, it's okay. As long as we are not offending the Lord or offending the name of the Lord, offending the devotees of the Lord, even if we are not getting concentration, still Continue to chant. One day Krishna will give that concentration, give that taste. So Krishna is displeased when we commit offenses, but he is not displeased with our lack of taste. If there is no taste in us, Krishna will give taste. But if we are offensive, Krishna will not release us from offense. That we have to work. Right? We have to work on our offensive attitude. When we offend a Vaishnava, even Vishnu cannot release us from that offense to Vaishnava. Only that devotee whom we have offended can forgive us. But ego comes into picture. We pray to Krishna, but we will not pray to that devotee. But Krishna will not hear our prayers. Only the devotee has to hear. Gopal Chapal, he offended Srivas Thakur. But he begged forgiveness from Lord Chaitanya. You know what Lord Chaitanya said? Are papi, bhakta dveshi. Papi means you are a sinful person. Bhakta dveshi, you are hating devotees. I will allow you to rot in this hell for next 10,000 lifetimes. So what have I done? You offended Srivas Thakur. What am I supposed to do now? Go and fall at his feet. If he forgives you, I will release you from this suffering of 10,000 lifetimes in hell. Oh really? He immediately went and fell at the feet of Srivas Thakur. Srivas, what happened? Why are you falling at my feet? I offended you. When? Oh really? It's okay, don't worry. Then Krishna thought, Mahaprabhu thought, okay fine. At least this Gopal Chapal humbled himself in front of Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur never took offense, that is his glory. But at least he realized, Gopal Chapal realized that he has committed an offense to a Vaishnava and was willing to beg forgiveness, say sorry. Then Lord released him. So only that Vaishnava whom we have offended has the ability to forgive us. So we should not allow this Vaishnava aparadh to uproot our bhakti lata or destroy our bhakti lata. Respect devotees for whatever they are, for whatever they are doing. If they are doing some mistakes, and if you are in authorized position or if you are a well-wisher, go and help them, correct them, help them come out of that situation, but not with an offensive attitude, but with a compassionate attitude. And if you happen to offend someone, have the humility to go and beg forgiveness, say sorry. That's what makes our life easier. But if you are very complicated in our mindset, if you have a lot of perceptions and false impressions on Vaishnavas, we are inviting more troubles to our own spiritual life. Coming back to Gajendra, Gajendra offered this prayer, and all the devatas who thought that Vishnu will not show mercy on Gajendra, it's very difficult to please this Lord Vishnu. He will not descend so easily. They all were surprised, astonished, taken aback, and they said, oh my dear Lord, we have committed a great offense to you by thinking that you will not protect this animal, this Gajendra. That is an offense. To think that the Lord does not protect his devotees is an offense. So, to nullify that offense, all the devatas sat on their carriers and they started descending along with Vishnu. Now, this animal, this Gajendra, which has been neglected for 1,000 years, he is being rescued by Vishnu, who is accompanied by hundreds and thousands of devatas who are like crowding the sky. So much crowd in the sky. Vishnu is descending on his carrier, Garuda. Brahma is descending, Shiva is descending, Indra is descending, Chandra, Varuna, Vayu, all the devatas are descending from on their carriers, offering their prayers to the Lord. One prayer is Gajendra's prayer. In response to that prayer, Vishnu is coming. While Vishnu is coming, all the devatas surrounded Vishnu and they are trying to catch up pace with Vishnu and they are offering their prayers. From Vaikuntha he has to descend to this Trikuta mountain region. So all of them are coming and offering praise. So Sahasra Sirsha Purusha Sahasrasha Sahasrapad, please Lord, please forgive us. Aprada Sahasrani Kriyante Harnisammaya Dasoham Itimam Matva Kshamasva Madhusudan. They are offering Aprada Shodhana mantras and all of them are descending. Then Gajendra saw, oh, finally my prayers are answered. Actually, 1,000 years he struggled, he didn't pray. After 1,000 years he prayed. How much time it took to offer this prayer? Whatever, few minutes or few hours, whatever it is. We have been discussing 3 days, but Gajendra must have offered in few minutes only. In that few minutes, the Lord came hastily. I should have done it 1,000 years back only. Anyways, so he's descending, Lord Vishnu is descending. Gajendra felt hopeful. My prayers are being answered now. So, Gajendra picked up a lotus flower from that water reservoir. Lotuses are growing nicely. He picked up a lotus and offered that lotus to the Lord and said, Narayana Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Say it. Narayana Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Oh Narayana, oh Akhila Guru, oh Bhagavan, please accept my humble obeisances. He offered this flower. Lord Vishnu descended and he... now Vishnu was in great haste. He thought, my God, why this Garuda is moving very slow now? Lord Vishnu came from Garuda's back. Garuda is moving slow. So Lord Vishnu descended from Garuda's back, hastily came close to Gajendra and touched Gajendra's trunk and pulled him out along with the crocodile and released his Sudarshan chakra and cut the head of crocodile. And by the divine touch of Lord Vishnu, Gajendra attained Sarupya Mukti, a spiritual body, as he prayed for in 19th or 18th shloka. Right? He got a spiritual body. He got a 4-handed Vishnu Murti form. And he went to the spiritual world, to Vaikuntha. And all the devatas are there. Sorry. We thought you will not protect, and then you got Sarupya Mukti. We are still in devata bodies only. He got a Vishnu Duta body and we got in devata's body. We may label another devotee that this devotee is so low that Krishna should not show mercy. But they may get Sarupya Mukti and go to Vaikuntha, we may still stay here only, in our authoritative position. Right? All the devatas are in authoritative positions, right? They are rulers, controllers of the universe, managers, administrators. There. And what is an insignificant animal in comparison to them? But that so-called insignificant animal only attained Sarupya Mukti. Lord Vishnu personally took him to Vaikuntha because of offering sincere prayers, but because of judging him, labeling him, these devatas remained as devatas. We may take so much pride in our authoritative positions, prestige, influence, followers, wealth, eloquence, scholarship, knowledge. Oh. But while being so, if we judge other Vaishnavas, if we label them, if we disrespect them, if we demean them, if we offend them, they may not take the offense seriously. Their devotion will take them back to Godhead, will remain here. Right? Sometimes we may not be able to get an opportunity to say sorry also. That Vaishnava is not there. He went to a spiritual world. We offended him when he was in the Bhuloka. And that Vaishnava is in spiritual world, we are struggling. But if there's sincerity, definitely the Lord will forgive once we realize that offense. But the point is, let's not complicate our bhakti. And not only Gajendra is liberated by the Lord, but because of holding on to the feet of Gajendra, even crocodile also got liberation. Directly or indirectly, if we somehow come in touch with a devotee, come in contact with a devotee, there is some mercy guaranteed. Lord Vishnu killed this crocodile. Of course, don't follow the footsteps of the crocodile. That is not the message here. But somehow, because crocodile came in touch with Gajendra, Lord Vishnu cut his head and he was liberated. Not exactly he went to Vaikuntha, but he regained his previous position as a Gandharva. He was cursed to become a crocodile by Devala Rishi, correct. He was a Gandharva named Huhu. So, Gajendra's story gives us so many messages. If you go deeper into the finer nuances of the shlokas and go deep into the purports, we'll get many more jewel-like lessons. And for the rest of our life, we can meditate on these lessons. But we shared a few lessons. But ultimately, the lesson from Gajendra's pastime is Sharanagati, exclusive surrender. None of our abilities can protect us. None of our contacts or our influence or power will protect us. Only Krishna protects us. For that, we need to keep aside our false ego and humbly surrender to Krishna. Let us pray for each other to develop that mode of surrender, mode of Sharanagati. Let's pray for each other. Let's support each other. Let's support each other physically, emotionally, and spiritually in our practice of bhakti. Let's be there for each other. And let's not offend each other. Let's not judge or label each other. Let us support each other. Let us together discuss Harikatha. Then it is Vaishnava Sangha, Sadhu Sangha. Then we can perceive the presence of the Lord even in this world. And our hearts can feel complete nourishment in that Sadhu Sangha and Harikatha while doing many of our services. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I sincerely thank all the devotees who have been participating in this 3-day series on Gajendra's pastime in large numbers, even on weekdays. I am very, very inspired by your taste for Krishna Katha, and I sincerely seek your blessings and prayers so that I can also develop some taste for Harikatha, not just speaking, hearing from other sincere Vaishnavas. And let me not be offensive towards other Vaishnavas. Whatever I spoke so far, not that I'm on that level, but they are facts, they are reality. Therefore, we need to speak them, we need to discuss them. And by regularly discussing them, we are reminding each other where we need to go. So I seek your blessings to be in right consciousness. And I also sincerely thank His Grace Devakinandan Prabhu and Madan Mohan Prabhu, Dinavatsala Prabhu, and Raghunandan Prabhu, and Advaita Prabhu, Advaita Charan Prabhu, and all the devotees who organized this and who made this 3-day series happen, and all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here. I need your blessings, I need your prayers, and all the little Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis also who are participating in their own way. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
A small request for you. Sloka number 16, Prabhuji, can you explain in short? I missed sloka number. Gunarani Channa Siddha.
That is homework for you. Any other question? Yes.
My question is regarding offenses. We mentioned that we shouldn't commit offenses, but sometimes the thought unknowingly, without our consciousness, passes through our heart when we see some disturbance. Even though we are definitely, that we are bothered, but the thought will still come to our heart, and we see some and we know that is not correct, but that is also an offense, and then how we can.
In Kali Yuga, mental offenses are forgiven. But still, although it is only thought, if we dwell on that thought too much, for a prolonged time, that thought could become a word. That word could become an action, offensive action. So don't worry so much about thoughts, but also ensure that the thoughts don't become words and actions. But when you're concerned about something, when you see something happening very inappropriately, a thought comes. Oh, why is it happening like this? That's not an offensive thought. That's your concern that Krishna's service should happen nicely. So don't consider it as an offense when you have a genuine concern. Otherwise, there is no scope for improvement only. There is no need for management only. If everything is happening, that's all nice, I should not do anything. Then we cannot improve our standards of service. So improving standards of service means seeing faults and rectifying the faults. But our identifying a fault should be in the mode of rectification and not rejection. should be in the mode of improvement, not discouraging someone, not disempowering someone. So when the consciousness is right, you can correct, you can give feedbacks, you can take feedbacks, you can improve the systems, you can improve the performance of service by devotees. It's our responsibility to see, to ensure that devotees or services are happening nicely around us, at least within our influence, within our scope, not necessarily an offense.
Thank you for the class. The question I had was the Gajendra prayers. He remembered from the time when he was king in Indrani. But the first part of the prayers until text 20, you said that these were for
While
released.
repeating the prayers that he has remembered from the past, he is also adding his current emotions, current situations, towards the end especially. So the remembrance of the past prayer, for example, you may be in a different situation, some tricky situation in life. Suddenly you remembered some Gita shloka. So he repeated that Gita shloka, Matra Sparshasta Kaunteya Sitoshna Sukha Dukkada. While repeating that shloka, he started reflecting on it. Then you got some deeper understanding, deeper insight. Your current situation and that shloka, you made a connection in your mind, in your heart. And your words will come out now, not just the memorized words. That memorization led to internalization and realization that you are sharing that realization in your own broken words now. It happens, that evolution. Does it make sense? Any other question, comment? Yes, Gaura, you came late. So you have question in the second half of the class? Okay.
The sloka where you explain the qualities of the Ekankara devotees, why is there specifically Gayanta? Why singing? Because Shravanam is more important.
Great. After Saravanam, there is Kirtam, right? They have heard so much of Krishna's glories, now they become so enthused to glorify personally. Shravanam, Kirtanam, both are great. And by the way, Gayanta is not just only singing. It is singing definitely, but Gayanta can also refer to any glorification of Krishna. It could be in the form of singing or speaking. Ultimately, whatever you have heard, you will be able to express that understanding that you have gained by hearing when you speak, when you glorify the Lord, when you personally glorify the Lord. Mahaprabhu is doing Kirtanam. Why is he doing Kirtanam? He can sit in classes and keep hearing. Gadadhar Pandit describe more and more. After Sravanam, there should be Kirtanam. And both should lead to Smaranam. So, makes sense? You can do Gayanta. But if you prefer to do Sravanam for a moment, for some time, till you grow up, please do Sravanam. After some time, you can start. Kunti Maharani says, Shrinvanti Gayanti Granantya Bhikshnasaha Smaranti Nandanti Tavehitam Janah Tayeva Pashyantya Chirena Tavakam Bhava Pravaho Paramam Padambujam. She says, Shrinvanti Gayanti. Devotees hear about the Lord, they also sing about the Lord. You can't just say, you are speaking in terms of Ekanga Bhakti. But Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu also speaks about Anekanga Bhakti. You understand? Ekanga Bhakti means sticking to only one limb of Bhakti. Anekanga Bhakti means you can perform multiple limbs of Bhakti. No problem. Hari Hari. Any other question, comment? Okay, we'll conclude. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, we said that no, it's okay. That even if someone have material desires, God never disappoint, Krishna never disappoint that, and he fulfilled independent desire. But then,
Please take the mic, you can't hear.
okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We say that Krishna is our parent, like we are all children of the Krishna. But then why he fulfills the material desire which drags away from the Krishna. I mean, that are coming.
Prabhupada gives a simple example in the fourth canto of Bhagavatam. A mother nicely cooks food and feeds the children. But sometimes the children say, we want to cook. And they're very adamant. They're not eating the food only. So an intelligent mother will bring a toy kitchen set and give to the kids. You play with the toys for some time. Imagine yourself to be an independent cook. And after kids play for some time, they get frustrated and they come back, mother, we are hungry. Come, I'll feed you. That's required. Unless their curiosity is fulfilled, they may not eat the original food. And while playing, while doing their imitation cooking, they compete with each other. My cooking is better than your cooking. I have made paratha, you have made chapati only. I have made dosa, you have made idli only. My chutney is better than your chutney. So a lot of compare. I have made pizza. They compare with each other. Nobody is cooking anything. But imagine that they are very great cooks and they start competing with each other and quarreling with each other. That's what we are doing. Nobody is enjoying here in this material world. But we are fighting with each other. I am the better enjoyer. I am the better enjoyer. Best enjoyer. That's our mindset. So just as mother gives a toy kitchen set to the kids, Krishna gives a material world to the conditioned souls who want to enjoy separately from him. And when the conditioned souls get frustrated in their pursuits of enjoyment in the material world, they will take to Krishna. Krishna, ekantino yasana kanchanartham or madrik prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya. Krishna is waiting for this moment. Just as mother is waiting for the moment where kids will stop that foolish play and come back and eat the real food. Similarly, Krishna also waits for us to stop our play in this material world and turn to him. Yes, Krishna ideally would love that we give up our independent mentality and surrender to him, but he doesn't force us. He doesn't want forced surrender. He doesn't want forced service or forced love. He wants us to voluntarily make a choice to choose him. He will inspire us. He will not impose us. He will show us he will give us different opportunities to surrender, but he will never force, surrender to me, come. He doesn't do that. Just like people may say, surrender. Then it's a forced surrender. But they are supposed to do that. They may say, criminal, surrender to us. But Krishna doesn't want forced surrender. Thank you. Hare Krishna. We'll meet another time. Okay, 8:45.
Thank you, Prabhu. For the last 3 days, by the mercy of Jagannath, we had Prabhuji's association. It's just the meet of the week. So Prabhuji will still be around for some more time. But Prabhuji really actually immersed us in the bliss of the Ananta Samudra of Bhagavatam. We became completely Magna in Hari Bol. Let's, with our loudest voice, let's express our gratitude to Prabhu with 3 loud Hari Bols. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Thank you, Prabhu. I have some announcements. As I said, it's still the meet of the week. So this is the spiritually surcharged week where we have Prabhuji's association. This Saturday, in fact, we are very lucky. We'll have a double bonanza with Prabhuji. So he has agreed actually to also take a special class at 3:30. He will be immersing us on humility, covering the 3rd prayer of Shikshashtakam. And after that, we'll have the evening class. Evening class, he will be doing a special session as Kartik month is approaching. So he'll be doing a special session doing the Damodar Ashtakam. He'll be covering that also. So look forward to have as much participation during this week. And the weekend, of course, Prabhuji is here till Monday. Monday, he goes back on Tuesday. Another announcement is that, I'm not forgetting the announcement, somebody needs to remind me. Charanda, maybe you can remind me, it's gone out of my mind, but Prasadam is there downstairs. You can go and order Prasadam. Anything else I'm missing?
Sunday morning. Sunday morning, Bhagavatam.
Sunday morning also we'll be having a special Bhagavatam class, which will be covering Gopi Gita. No, yeah, same time, a normal Bhagavatam session.
In the morning.